Hey, greetings from Sky Pilot Guitar Repair. Today we're going to take a sound hole clamp. This is a StewMac version of a sound hole clamp for acoustic guitar repair. And we're going to cut it in half. Let's get started. So I'm going to just take a grinding wheel and I'm going to flatten this. So I'm going to use a metal cutoff wheel here on the grinder. Metal cutoff wheel works fine for grinding, small areas. Okay, there's the first side. We will flip it over and do the other side. Like this. Okay. Now we've flattened the rib off of both sides, the stiffening rib, so the surface is flatter. And now we're going to cut an angle, an acute angle across this. We're not going to do a plumb or a square cut to the cleat because that would allow it to move up and down easier. If we put an angled joint across the cleat, when we put the brackets on that will hold the clamp together, that will keep these two arms or two sides of the clamp from moving back and forth, or up more accurately, up and down. All right, so let's cut that angle. Let's go this way. So I'm going to use the same cutoff wheel. So you can see that I've cut this at an angle across the plate. Now I've cut a little closer to this side over here, the angle in half, because that's going to make this section a little narrower and easy to deal with in the guitar. Okay. Now I'm going to take and make the plates. Yeah, this is 1.25 inches by a 1/16 inch flat stock. And I'm going to cut that and use that to make my brackets. So once again, I'll just use my grinding metal cutoff wheel and I'll make two plates about this long. So I've got my two plates cut like so. And they're going to go across the cut section. These can be rough for right now. I will form them to the shape of the clamp after I get the plates installed. Now to fasten these plates to the clamp, I'm going to use these Malco brand stainless steel rivets. They're really good quality rivets. They take an 1/8 inch drill bit, a 1/8 inch drill bit. I'm going to use my Sumac neck jig vise that I've attached to the end of my workbench here to hold the plate and the clamp together, and then I'll drill 2 holes and rivet the plate to the clamp. I'm going to use these Malco model number DE1/8 drill bits. They're double-ended drill bits. They're high-speed drill bits, and they work excellently. They're made specifically for the riveting process. One here, about here. It's kind of a dull drill bit there. I'll use the other end. I might have used this before. Much better. 1. I'm going to use a Malco brand 2-in-1 rivet gun. These things are great. You can take these apart. You can replace the jaws that are inside. They have interchangeable tips for different shaft widths, and they pull at a 2-to-1 ratio. They're really a quality item, much better than, you know, most of the standard rivet guns you buy in the stores. See if I can go in from this side. There's one. See if it'll grab from this side. You can get longer lengths of these too, but this length is pretty good. These are called 42s, and I believe the longer lengths would be called the 40s. I'm not exactly sure, but you can get these in, I believe these are 3/8 inch lengths, and you can get them up to a 1/2 inch in length. You can also use other, you know, brands of rivets. I just really like these rivets. They're really high quality. So now I've got that plate riveted to the clamp side. And rivet this side of the clamp together. Bit's getting a little dull here. File the little burr off. Okay. See how we did. that should work pretty well. I'm going to change that bit out. Running out of bits here. Got to get some more. Okay. File the burr off. Put that last rivet in. Okay, now we've got our two plates fastened to the two sides of the split clamp. And the next thing to do will be to drill the hole for the screw pin. So before we drill the pin through the two plates, I will grind these plates to conform to the shape of the cleat. So once again, I'm going to use the StewMac neck jig vise here to hold the operation. Let's see how we do here. And line her up. Okay, so I'm going to drill the hole. I'll line that up a little better. I want to make sure I've got that lined up really nicely. There we go. So I've drilled that hole there. I've got my screw pin in place. Take that out. And that looks like it should work fine. Then I'm going to put another pin right about like yay. Missing my rivets. Make sure I like the line up on it. I like that. A little tighter. My parallel, a go-go. Okay, I'm liking it. Here we go. got there? Oh, nice. Okay. I'll take it out. And I don't have another pin right now, but I'm really quite certain that that will work just fine. I'll see if I can hunt down another pin, and then we should be done with this. Yeah, so this is the finished product. I filed and ground these brackets to fit the contour of the clamp. I added another rivet per bracket, so there's a total of 3 rivets now on each side. I used 10 by 20 by 3/4 inch screws as my screw pins, and I added wing nuts to the back side to hold the clamp together. I hope this tool helps the repair community, and good luck in all your future repairs.